Have you ever booked a flight with one airline only to find out later that it's actually operated by a different one? Well, if this has ever happened to you, you probably booked a Codeshare flight, which isn't a bad thing, but it can be super confusing, especially if something goes wrong with your flight and you're trying to figure out which airline is responsible. I'm Joanna with Air Advisor, and today I'm going to explain about Codeshare flights. So, code sharing is when two airlines partner up together. One will market the flight and the other actually operates it. So, for example, if you have a Codeshare flight with Delta from Atlanta to Munich, your ticket would say that your flight number is DL9367, is operated by KLM flight KL624. So, Delta sold you the ticket, but KLM is actually flying you there. You can tell whether or not you've purchased a Codeshare flight by checking your e-ticket or booking confirmation email. It'll usually specify which airline is operating the flight. You can also check the airline's website during the booking process or your confirmation emails and receipts, as well as the airport departure boards. So, if something goes wrong with your flight, like a severe delay or a last-minute cancellation, and you're traveling in a country where compensation laws apply, like Europe or the UK, the operating airline is responsible for paying you compensation. So again, if you booked with Delta, but KLM operated the flight, you would claim compensation from KLM. This might not seem like a big deal, but your operating airline makes a huge difference if you're hoping to get compensated for your flight disruption. This is especially true for flights to Europe or the UK from anywhere outside of those regions. So, for example, if your flight from Atlanta to Amsterdam was operated by Delta, you would not be eligible for compensation because Delta is a US airline. On the other hand, if you booked the same flight through Delta, but it was operated by KLM, you could get compensation because KLM is an EU-based airline. This is because of the Air Passenger Rights Regulation EU or EC 261 rules. There's a link down in the description that explains all of this in detail. But if you do decide to file a claim for flight compensation, here's what you need to do. First, identify the operating airline. Then check if your flight is eligible for compensation. A great way to do this is by using a compensation calculator. Again, link in the description. Next, gather your supporting documents like booking receipts, boarding passes, and any proof of the delay or cancellation. And then file your claim directly with the operating airline. I hope you'll give us a like and subscribe to our channel. And until next time, happy travels!